Hi friends, welcome to today's video. So today we are having a GK video here and we are going to speak about the geographical indications of India. This is a very important GK topic, GI tags or geographical indications. Now let's see what does it mean. Geographical indication is a name or sign used on certain products corresponding to a specific geographic location or origin. The place name also will be given with the product. So that is the main idea of GI tag. A geographical location or origin is attributed to the product. That product will be having origin based qualities and reputation. And GI tags are usually given to food items, handicrafts, industrial products and agricultural products. GI tags are given on the basis of Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999, and GI tags came into effect from 15 September 2003. It was in the year 2003 the first geographical indication tag was given. So here the main points are GI tags are given based on which act. So this act is very important. Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999. Based on this act only GI tags are given. The particular product will be having origin based qualities and reputation. So it is just like a patent, but that place name is given, and this geographical indication tag is given by whom? It is issued by the Geographical Indication Registry. GI Registry or Geographical Indication Registry issues the GI tags, and it is under the Department of Industry Promotion and Internal Trade, which is under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So these 3 points are important. Who is issuing the GI tags? It is under which ministry? We had already seen Census is under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Similarly, GI tags is under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and it is issued by the Geographical Indication Registry. Then for how long GI tags are valid? GI tags are valid for a period of 10 years. Then it can be renewed after 10 years. It can be renewed after every 10 years for an unlimited period. And who is eligible to apply for GI tags? Any individual producer can apply for GI tags. An association of persons can apply for GI tag. An organization can apply for GI tags, or any authority which is established by or under the law can also apply for geographical indication tags. It should be approved by the Geographical Indication Registry, and then GI tags will be issued. There are about 370 products which have been issued with GI tags in India. So it is not possible to go through all these 370 products. So I have selected only some important products which have been given GI tags, and all these products were in news for the last 2 to 3 years. So only those products I have included here, only current affairs. Only those products with the GI tags having connection to current affairs I have included in this video. So let's get started. So Darjeeling tea, this is important because this was the first product that got GI tag. So the GK question will be asked, which is the first product to be issued GI tag? So Darjeeling tea is the first product to be issued GI tag. So Darjeeling tea, it belongs to West Bengal. As you know, Darjeeling is a place in West Bengal. So you can easily remember Darjeeling tea is belonging to West Bengal. But here the main question is, which is the first product that got GI tag? So your answer will be Darjeeling tea. Dale Kursani, this is the most recent product that was issued with GI tag. Dale Kursani, another name is red cherry pepper chilli. It belongs to Sikkim. It is one of the world's spiciest chilies. It is a very hot chili. It is very spicy, and the price of Dale Kursani or red cherry pepper chili is as much as rupees 480 per kilogram. So just imagine 1 kilogram of Dale Kursani costs you 480 rupees. Now one another point is here, Scoville scale. Scoville scale, it is a measure of the hotness of a chili pepper. So that GK question you can just remember. What is the scale that is used to measure the hotness or the spiciness of a chili pepper, that is Scoville scale. So that GK question also you can get from here. The question will be asked like Dalai Kursani belongs to which state? So that is what you have to remember. Dalai Kursani is a kind of chili. It is red cherry pepper chili. It belongs to Sikkim. Kashmiri saffron. So from the name itself you know Kashmiri saffron belongs to Kashmir. Iran is the largest saffron producing country. So even though Iran is the largest saffron producing country, Kashmiri saffron is very superior in quality when compared to the saffron produced from Iran. What are the specialties of Kashmiri saffron? It is having high aroma, dark color, long and thick thread. So these are the qualities of Kashmiri saffron which makes it very unique. High aroma, dark color, long and thick thread. This is because Kashmiri saffron is growing at an average height of 1600 meter to 1800 meter above the sea level. It is growing at a huge height, and so that is why Kashmiri saffron possesses all these high qualities. Pokali rice. Pokali rice is belonging to Kerala. The main attribute of Pokali rice is that it is resistant to salt water. So experiment is underway in the rice fields near Sundarbans of West Bengal whether Pokali rice can find a new home there. Super cyclone Amphan happened in West Bengal. So that is another GK question here. Super cyclone Amphan occurred in West Bengal. So it caused the saline water to seep into the agricultural fields, making irreversible changes to the soil texture. So the agriculture in West Bengal is suffering a lot. So experiments are going on whether the saline resistant variety Pokali rice can be shifted to West Bengal or not. From Kerala, Pokali rice has been shifted to West Bengal. Why? Because Pokali rice is a saline resistant rice variety, or it is resistant to salt water. Experiments are going on. Till now a conclusion has not been drawn, but we are expecting for positive results. So it will be helping in improving the agriculture in West Bengal. So what happened in West Bengal? Super cyclone Amphan occurred and it caused the saline water to seep into the agricultural fields. So this was recently in news, so it's an important question. So many questions are coming here. Pokali rice is belonging to Kerala. What is the specialty of Pokali rice? It is resistant to salt water, and super cyclone Amphan occurred in West Bengal. Navara rice. Navara rice is also belonging to Kerala. It is almost 2000 years old. It is a medicinal rice which is known for building immunity, and Navara rice is a main constituent in Ayurveda. It is deep red in color. So what is the medicinal rice variety? Navara rice. It also belongs to Kerala. Varli paintings. Varli paintings belongs to Maharashtra. It is a style of tribal art. The most important question that comes from GI tags is the particular state. So Varli paintings belongs to Maharashtra. And what is Varli painting? It is rudimentary wall paintings. It is using a set of basic geometric shapes. Here you can see circle is used, triangle is used, or square is used for depiction. So Varli paintings belongs to Maharashtra, a form of tribal art which is using basic geometric shapes for depiction. Cheriyal paintings. Cheriyal paintings belongs to Telangana. So all this you have to study. Varli paintings belong to Maharashtra. Cheriyal paintings belongs to Telangana. Cheriyal paintings will be portraying stories from the epics, Puranas and folk tales. And Cheriyal artists are a part of the Chitrakara community. Sri Kalahasti Kalamkari. Kalamkari is belonging to Andhra Pradesh, and Kalamkari is of two types, and one type of Kalamkari is Sri Kalahasti Kalamkari. Most of you will be familiar with Kalamkari. You might have seen Kalamkari sarees, Kalamkari churidars, Kalamkari tops. Like that, Kalamkari is a trend now. So Sri Kalahasti Kalamkari, it belongs to Andhra Pradesh. It is a traditional art of block printing on fabric using organic and vegetable dyes. So only natural dyes are used for Kalamkari. Sri Kalahasti Kalamkari is a freehand drawing with a pen. It is originally from the Mughal period. Machilampattanam Kalamkari, it also belongs to Andhra Pradesh. It is the block printing on fabric it uses wooden stamp to create patterns on fabric. Sri Kalamhasti Kalamkari is freehand drawing, whereas Machilipattanam Kalamkari uses wooden stamps. So that is the difference between Machilipattanam Kalamkari and Sri Kalamhasti Kalamkari. Both are belonging to Andhra Pradesh. Sri Kalahasti Kalamkari uses freehand drawing, whereas Machilipattanam Kalamkari uses wooden stamps. Kangra paintings. Kangra paintings belongs to Himachal Pradesh. It is done on a handmade Vasli paper. It is a 300-year-old art. It is done in 19 natural colors. You can see how beautiful these paintings are. Kangra tea is also available, and Kangra tea is also a product which has been given GI tag. It belongs to Himachal Pradesh. Tanjavur paintings or Tanjore paintings. From the name itself, it's evident Tanjavur paintings belong to Tamil Nadu. It's an ornate technique that traces its history to the Maratha dynasty. And gesso work or 3D property is the highlight. From the picture itself, you can see that it is having a 3D property. So 3D property or gesso work is the highlight of Tanjore paintings, and gold foil is overlaid on gesso work. This is genuine 22 karat gold. Okay, this is not gold plated. This is genuine 22 karat gold which is used for Tanjore paintings. So you can see how beautiful they are. It belongs to Tamil Nadu. Tanjavur dolls are also available. It also belongs to Tamil Nadu. It's an ancient skill where few or no tools are used to handcraft the figurines. All these figurines were made with hand. Only very few tools are used for the production of Tanjavur dolls. And Tanjavur dolls are a combination of roly-poly and bobblehead dolls. In Tamil, Tanjavur dolls are called Tanjavur Talayatti Bomme. And these are dating to the early 19th century kingdom of King Saboji. So how rich the heritage and the culture of our country is. So it's very interesting to study all these kind of things to know our country better. So Tanjavur dolls, it belongs to 19th century, and Tanjavur dolls are very famous. It has been given GI tags. It's a combination of roly-poly and bobblehead. You already know roly-polys are available in Amazon, FirstCry and all. So all these dolls dates back to early 19th century. Kulu shawl. Kulu shawl is belonging to Himachal Pradesh. It's a hand-woven light woolen shawl with geometric and colorful motifs. And recently this Kulu shawl was in news because Sharant village in Kulu district of Himachal Pradesh is among the 10 villages in the country selected as a craft handloom village by the union government. So that is why this Kulu shawls came into news. Sharan village in Kulu district was selected by the union government as a craft handloom village. Kinaudi shawl, it is also belonging to Himachal Pradesh, and both this Kulu shawl and Kinaudi shawls have been reserved under the Handloom Protection Act by the Government of India, and both this Kinaudi shawl and Kulu shawl have been patented. Aramula Kannadi, it's a Wales only non-glass mirror. So you can see this is a mirror here, but it is not made of glass. It is a non-glass mirror, and it is the Wales only non-glass mirror. Aramula Kannadi belongs to Kerala. It is prepared from an alloy which is a mix of copper and tin, but the preparation is still a secret. We don't know exactly what alloy is used for the preparation of Aramula Kannadi. Only those particular artisans will be knowing. It is still kept a secret, and Aramula Kannadi is considered auspicious and a symbol of good luck. It dates back 500 years. Feni. Feni belongs to Goa. What is Feni? It is a cashew distilled alcoholic drink. It is a state heritage drink. So Goa is synonymous with Feni, just like tequila is synonymous with Mexico and Scotch whiskey is synonymous with Scotland. So even alcohol has been given a GI tag. So Feni belongs to Goa. It is a cashew distilled alcoholic drink. Channapatna toys and dolls. It belongs to Karnataka. It is based on a Persian art of making toys from the soft wood of the alemara or ivory wood tree. It is a 200-year-old industry. So Channapatta toys and dolls belongs to Karnataka. Kinal toys is also belonging to Karnataka. It is made from the soft wood of a native tree called Ponki Mara and the toys are religious idols. So here you just remember the name. Channapatna toys is belonging to Karnataka. Same way Kinal toys is also belonging to Karnataka. The particular commodity and the state to which it belongs. At least remember these things. Etikopaka toys. Etikopaka toys is belonging to Andhra Pradesh, made of angut wood and lacquer wood toys. From the name itself, it's evident, Etikopaka. So such names will be belonging to Andhra Pradesh. Channapatna belonging to Karnataka. Tanjore dolls or Tanjavur dolls belonging to Tamil Nadu. Teva artwork. Teva artwork is gold work on glass. It belongs to Rajasthan. It is a handcrafted art. It is using gold and glass to create exquisite pieces of a wide range of jewelry. So creating intricate patterns on delicate gold foils. Here you can see how beautiful these paintings are. It's intricate patterns on delicate gold foils. It belongs to Rajasthan. This is Teva art. It's mainly done on jewelry. It is inspired by Indian epics, Mughal miniature paintings and contemporary themes. Kurja pottery is belonging to Uttar Pradesh. It boasts of a variety of tea sets, crockery and ceramic tile works. Kurja pottery is mainly ceramic. It dates back to over 500 years. Kolhapuri chappal. Kolhapuri chappal is belonging to Maharashtra and Karnataka. China is the largest global producer of footwear and India is the second largest global producer of footwear, and this dates back to over 500 years. So Kolhapuri chappal was also recently in news. So Kolhapuri chappal is belonging to Maharashtra and Karnataka. And one more GK question. China is the world's largest producer of footwear and India is the second largest producer of footwear. So I have discussed the main geographical indications which came in news recently. You can give your comments in the comment section, like which all videos are required by you, so that I can do more GK videos based on your requirement. Thank you for watching.